The farm was quiet, too quiet. Not the peaceful kind of silence that comes with early morning, but the kind that makes you stop and listen, because something that didn't belong here had already arrived. Kent, England, often called the Garden of England, this landscape is defined by rolling green fields, narrow hedgerows, and small farms that have stood for generations. Mornings here usually begin gently, with birdsong, soft wind through the grass, and animals settling into their routine. On this day, low clouds drifted slowly overhead. The air was cool, the ground was damp with fresh dew. Everything appeared calm, almost ordinary. Among the animals grazing quietly was a young farm alpaca. Gentle and observant by nature, alpacas rely on routine and familiarity. They move with their herd, draw comfort from their surroundings, and react quickly to anything unfamiliar. At first, nothing seemed wrong. But then, the alpaca stopped. The farm owner noticed the change immediately. The animal had moved away from the others and stood completely still near the edge of the enclosure. Its posture was upright, alert, focused on the tall grass beyond the fence line. It wasn't panicking. It wasn't moving. It was watching. In rural areas, wildlife sightings aren't unusual. Deer, foxes, even the occasional wandering reptile can pass through farmland. For a moment, it seemed possible this was nothing more than that, but seconds passed, then more. The alpaca refused to move, and the rest of the herd began to keep their distance. Instinctively, they sensed something was wrong. Then, the grass shifted. Not quickly, not violently, but deliberately. From within the tall reeds came subtle movement, slow, controlled, and unfamiliar. Whatever was there wasn't charging, but it also wasn't leaving. The farm owner took a careful step back. No sudden movements, no raised voice. Experience had taught one simple rule: when animals feel threatened, panic only makes things worse. As the grass parted slightly, the shape became clearer. A large snake, likely displaced from nearby habitat due to recent weather changes and land activity, had found itself in the wrong place at the wrong time. This wasn't an attack. This wasn't aggression. It was an accidental encounter. Two animals meeting in circumstances neither understood. The snake remained coiled, defensive and stressed. The alpaca stayed frozen, unsure whether to flee or hold its ground. Intervening without training could have caused serious harm to both animals. The decision was made quickly. Professional help was needed. A local wildlife rescue team was contacted immediately, specialists trained to handle situations exactly like this. Their role wasn't to remove a threat, but to restore balance. While waiting, the farm owner continued to monitor from a safe distance. The alpaca was not pushed, not forced, not rushed. The priority was clear: reduce stress, prevent escalation, and wait for trained hands. Time stretched. Minutes felt heavier than they were, but help was on the way. The rescue team arrived quietly. No sirens, no shouting, no sudden movements. Their presence alone shifted the atmosphere. These professionals understood that calm was the most powerful tool they carried. They assessed the scene carefully: the position of the snake, the distance to the alpaca, the behavior of the herd, and the safest path forward. Every step was deliberate. Every motion had purpose. Using proper equipment and established wildlife protocols, they began creating space. One rescuer focused solely on the alpaca, guiding it gently, patiently, back toward the herd without force or pressure. Another rescuer carefully contained the snake, using humane handling tools designed to protect both the animal and the handler. There was no panic, no aggression, only patience and precision. Within minutes, the tension that had gripped the field began to ease. The alpaca was safely guided back to the herd. Almost immediately, its posture changed. It relaxed. It settled. Familiar sounds and nearby companions restored its sense of safety. The snake, now securely contained, also showed signs of calming, no longer surrounded, no longer threatened, simply an animal waiting for the next step. The rescue team prepared it for relocation, away from livestock, away from human activity, and back into a suitable natural environment where it belonged. This outcome protected both species, exactly as ethical wildlife rescue is meant to do. The danger had passed. A precautionary health check confirmed the alpaca was unharmed, startled but safe. Before long, it returned to grazing, moving calmly beside the others, as if the morning had simply continued. For the farm, life slowly returned to its familiar rhythm. For the rescue team, it was another reminder of why calm intervention matters. Encounters like this are rare, but when they happen, the response makes all the difference. This rescue wasn't about fear, it wasn't about dominance, it was about understanding. When animals cross paths unexpectedly, compassion and professionalism protect everyone involved. By choosing calm action over panic, one farm alpaca and one displaced wild animal were both given a safe outcome. If you live near wildlife or farmland, take the time to learn who to contact in situations like this. Responsible choices save lives, animal and human alike.